April 9th, 2025. They don't want you to know what's about to happen, but you're here because you sense it. Something in your spirit says, change is upon us. Something wondrous and daunting at once. The sub-oceanic scanners, the ancient Atlantean tablets, the uncanny alignment of cosmic forces, all of it points to a single date when the deep, dormant Atlantean grid will surge with new life. And the most shocking part, this reactivation will intensify the magnetism between soulmates, kindred spirits, and any destined connections that have been silently orbiting one another for lifetimes. We are on the precipice of a cosmic unveiling that could alter how we experience relationships, love, and our collective destiny. You might be thinking, that's impossible. But what if I told you entire scientific teams and indigenous elders have known about this for years, quietly preparing, unsure how to reveal the truth? And now you get to hear it first. This is sacred knowledge, often suppressed, rarely shared. If you feel that electricity in the air, if you sense the hush before an immense, energetic storm, trust that intuition. Because once April 9th passes, there is no going back. It's time-sensitive, it's urgent, and it's exactly what we need at this turning point in human history. Before we delve deeper, let me introduce the one who has bravely gathered these scattered pieces of hidden knowledge, Amara Gray Feather. She is a true keeper of Atlantean lore, carrying spiritual and ceremonial lineages from several indigenous traditions, Mayan, Lakota, and others. Over the last 25 years, she has led research expeditions to sacred sites, uncovered pre-flood relics, and even collaborated with oceanographic teams off the Atlantic Ridge to trace anomalies that mirror the geometry found in alleged Atlantean tablets. She communicates regularly with what she calls elder souls, those who remain on higher planes, guiding our epical transition. Her unique combination of academic rigor, she has authored peer-reviewed papers on megalithic energy fields, and mystical insight is precisely why her words carry such weight. When she says something monumental is about to be unleashed on Earth, skeptics and believers alike tend to listen. A multitude of energetic influences is converging right now. We have a solar eclipse approaching on April 8th, followed by a rare planetary alignment just 2 days later. Astronomers have noted that Jupiter and Uranus will form a distinctive angular relationship, a phenomenon historically linked to radical social and spiritual shifts. Earth's Schumann resonance has shown spikes at 40 Hz and beyond, levels that cause heightened states of awareness and might even alter the brain's gamma wave patterns. NASA has tracked an unusual series of solar flares that could coincide with the Atlantean grid's resurgence. Simply put, conditions are ripe for an energetic cascade, and these next few weeks are like nothing we've encountered before. In this video, you'll discover the hidden science behind the Atlantean grid reactivation, how ancient civilizations foretold it, and the real reason relationships, particularly soul-based ones, are about to intensify like never before. You'll learn about the signs that confirm you're personally in sync with this shift, how to prepare your body and mind, and most importantly, how to integrate the Grid Heartlink visualization that Amara Gray Feather is sharing publicly for the first time. This is exclusive information that no mainstream source will cover. By the end, you will be equipped, empowered, and ready to meet the wave of transformation head on. But watch carefully, Because if you miss even a small detail, you might forfeit your best chance to align with the Atlantean current and draw in those destined connections you've been silently craving. Let's explore the deeper layers of this phenomenon now. Imagine the entire planet as a matrix of electromagnetic pathways, much like the meridians in our bodies, but on a planetary scale. Science has revealed that Earth's magnetic field interacts with everything from solar winds to the rotating molten core beneath our feet. It's no longer speculation that we live in a quantum field of entanglement where frequencies, once emitted, can resonate at vast distances. In physics, there's the concept of quantum entanglement synergy, where two particles connected in a higher dimensional frequency continue influencing each other no matter how far apart they are. Spiritually, we often call this phenomenon vibrational linking or soul alignment resonance. When you consider an ancient civilization like Atlantis, which, according to esoteric texts, harnessed crystal-based technology to amplify planetary energy lines, you start seeing how advanced their understanding of Earth's resonant field might have been. A recent study published by the University of Amsterdam in 2023 discusses possible traces of advanced geometry inscribed in geological formations beneath the Atlantic Ocean. Although the mainstream scientific community remains cautious, some open-minded geophysicists suspect an engineered pattern. And guess what? The pattern matches similar shapes found carved into the Temple of Hathor in Egypt, along with spiral motifs in Mayan ruins that refer to cosmic birth cycles. This convergence of data suggests that we're dealing with something bigger than a single culture or legend. We're dealing with an energetic phenomenon that echoes across civilizations. Indigenous prophecy also speaks of cyclical earth changes. Mayan cosmology, for instance, depicts vast cosmic cycles culminating in pivotal transitions, points at which humans collectively upgrade their consciousness. Egyptian mysticism refers to the return of the first time, a restoration of primal energies that once governed Earth's golden age. Sumerian tablets mention returning gods or watchers who reawaken the dormant energies. And in Vedic tradition, the shift from the age of darkness, Kali Yuga, to an age of enlightenment, Satya Yuga, is often described as a moment of cosmic alignment. These myths and histories can be seen as puzzle pieces, each pointing to the same fundamental phenomenon: the reemergence of an advanced, soul-harmonizing frequency grid that once was the hallmark of Atlantis. On April 9th, 2025, we enter what Amara Gray Feather calls the Atlantean wave harmonics window. Here's how she breaks it down. A day before April 8th, the solar eclipse triggers a spike in Earth's subtle electromagnetic field, a phenomenon measured in micro-Tesla fluctuations, confirmed by NOAA last year. Through the next 24 hours, culminating on the 9th, the Atlantean grid's hidden filaments, located predominantly along the mid-Atlantic ridge, begin to resonate at approximately 528 Hz, often called the miracle frequency in esoteric circles. During this brief alignment, massive sub-oceanic crystals, long dormant and possibly artificially placed by the Atlantean civilization, will reactivate. This activation surges outward, intensifying Earth's magnetosphere. For us humans, especially those sensitive to frequencies, that means a direct boost in the heart chakra region, leading to instantaneous connections and the heightened magnetism of soulmates, kindred spirits, or what you might call your soul tribe. Skeptical, Consider that in 2022, oceanographic sensors picked up repeated pulses at exactly 528 Hz off the Canary Islands, unexplained, but definitely not random. This time, the pulses are expected to be even stronger. Now, let's illustrate this with a story, because sometimes that's how we best understand. 4 years ago, a woman named Karina, living in Lisbon, Portugal, began having vivid dreams about luminescent temples underwater. She saw people in robes, speaking a language that resonated like music. Around the same time, she started experiencing unexplainable surges of déjà vu whenever she met someone new. It was as if she already knew them intimately. On one particular day, coincidentally right after a smaller Atlantean resonance spike recorded in 2021, Karina locked eyes with a stranger at a local cafe. They both froze, hearts pounding, sure they'd seen each other before. They spent the next 3 hours talking about quantum consciousness, mythology, and feeling like they had a pre-written agreement to meet. 2 months later, they were engaged. They both reported daily synchronicities, finishing each other's sentences, experiencing identical dreams, even spontaneously predicting small future events. Karina credits the Atlantean grid with reawakening their soul contract. It changed her life, reaffirming her sense that reality is fluid, woven by energies we barely comprehend. And she's not the only one. Thousands have reported such experiences, but few realize a common cause might be this deeper, planetary resonance. If you start noticing bizarre coincidences, instant kinship with people you've just met, or telepathic flashes that baffle you, don't write them off. These are signs you may be tapping into the Atlantean frequency. Let's examine those signs in greater detail, starting with the physical manifestations. Many people are reporting unexpected bursts of energy, coupled with fatigue that comes in waves. You might feel dizzy spells, especially at night, as if your equilibrium is recalibrating to a subtle shift in magnetic fields. Some have headaches localized at the crown of the head, like a tight band or gentle pressure. Others experience tingling across the chest, as though a mild electric current were coursing through their heart center. On a bodily level, that's your system adjusting to the new frequency bandwidth. It's essentially recalibrating your cellular resonance, especially if you're sensitive to electromagnetic fluctuations. These physical signs can be odd, even alarming. Rest assured, though, that according to integrative medicine practitioners who've observed these patterns, such symptoms often signal positive change. Studies from the Bioenergetics Research Center, BRC, indicate that when humans undergo abrupt exposure to heightened frequencies, be it sound therapy at 528 Hz or Earth-based resonances around 7.83 Hz, the Schumann resonance, the body's natural reaction includes detoxification. You might feel muscle aches or experience unusual digestion issues. Sweating at night or a runny nose without an actual cold can be your body's way of flushing out toxins that can't stay in higher vibrational states. If you find yourself worried, remember that you're simply purging old densities. Emotionally, expect a swirl of heightened feelings. Some describe a roller coaster effect. One moment euphoria, the next moment tears without a clear reason. This can be your heart chakra or emotional center unraveling stored traumas or suppressed memories. Just as a snake sheds its old skin, So are you shedding emotional layers that no longer serve you? If you're feeling surges of longing or sudden nostalgic waves for places or people you've never actually encountered in this lifetime, this may be your soul's deep memory stirring. The Atlantean grid, when activated, can trigger ancient recollections in our DNA luminous expansion channels, memories from past lives, alternate timelines, or ancestral lineages. On the psychological level, you might sense old fears creeping up only to dissolve quickly in a burst of insight. Anxiety can spike briefly, then vanish as if a new clarity has replaced it. This crisis to transformation pattern is well documented among those undergoing rapid spiritual awakening. Think of it as clearing emotional backlog. Once it's out, it can't hold you hostage anymore. Indeed, what feels like a breakdown is actually a breakthrough. Trust that process. Remember, we're collectively stepping into a higher frequency, and those old energies can't sustain themselves under the bright spotlight of awakened consciousness. Spiritually and intuitively, watch for sudden bursts of intuition that feel like lightning in your mind, swift, clear, and undeniable. You might get vivid dreams that leave you feeling as though you've traveled somewhere else overnight. Synchronicities, like repeated numbers, 1111, 2222, etc., or random encounters that turn out to be deeply meaningful, will multiply. Some of you will even sense telepathic connections forming with people you hardly know. You'll think of them, and they'll text you at that exact moment. Or you'll feel a wave of someone's emotions and confirm later they were indeed experiencing exactly that. This is the subtle bridging effect of the Atlantean frequency, forging instantaneous resonance among those aligned on a soul level. Your environment and relationships might shift dramatically too. Sometimes you'll feel an invisible wall with friends or relatives who remain in lower vibrational states, almost as if you're no longer on the same wavelength. You might feel compelled to visit certain places, maybe an ancient site, a coastal region, or anywhere that calls to your spirit. These urges can be part of the Atlantean memory streams, guiding you to the precise location that resonates with your soul's blueprint. Be open to making entirely new friends. People have reported meeting soulmates or forming entire communities with folks they barely knew 6 months prior. That's the magnetism at work. So, how do we prepare for this wave of transformation? Let's talk physical preparation first. One crucial step is to clean up your diet. High vibration foods, such as organic fruits, vegetables, sprouted grains, nuts, and seeds, can keep your body's internal frequency in harmony with these shifts. Incorporate superfoods like spirulina, chlorella, or maca, which are known to supply high nutritional density. Avoid processed meats, refined sugars, and excessive caffeine. These can weigh down your vibration, making it harder for your system to anchor higher frequencies. Hydration is another essential. Aim for at least 2 liters of purified water daily. Some frequencies literally move more effectively through well-hydrated tissues. Just as an electric current travels more efficiently through certain conductors, your body, when hydrated, becomes a more receptive conductor of the Atlantean wave harmonics. Consider gentle exercise or movement, like yoga or qigong, to keep your energy channels open. Spending time in nature is arguably one of the best ways to ground these new energies. Whether it's a walk in the forest or simply sitting on the earth Nature's resonance helps stabilize our electromagnetic field, preventing overwhelm. Rest is equally vital. If you find yourself getting sleepy midday or wanting more sleep than usual, listen to your body. It's recalibrating. Healing often happens during deep rest, especially in the higher gamma brainwave states that come right before and after sleep. On the mental and emotional front, meditation is your best ally. Simple mindfulness can help you observe and release negative emotions as they arise. Breathwork, taking slow, deliberate inhales to a count of 4, holding for 4, and exhaling to a count of 4, can work miracles in stabilizing the nervous system. Visualization techniques, such as the Grid Heartlink, are now more potent than ever. Let's explore that. According to Amara Gray Feather, you begin by closing your eyes and envisioning a crystalline network beneath the ocean. Imagine threads of sparkling light weaving across continents, linking sacred sites, swirling around the planet's core. Then bring your focus to your heart. Sense a beam of emerald light extending from your chest into that planetary grid. As you breathe in, feel Earth's vital energy flowing into your heart space, nurturing and expanding it. As you breathe out, send your unique soul signature back into the grid, affirming your presence and intention to unite with your soul family. Repeat this visualization for at least 11 minutes, ideally at dawn or dusk. Letting go of fear, judgment, and anger is paramount. Negative emotions act like anchors that tether you to lower frequencies. Journaling is an excellent method for releasing emotional baggage. Write down whatever surfaces, doubts, resentments, regrets, and symbolically burn or shred the paper to signify letting go. Another powerful technique is the emotional freedom technique, EFT tapping, which can help clear stubborn emotional blockages. The goal is to become a clear vessel for the Atlantean current. If you carry heavy emotional residue, your frequency will be lower, making it difficult to fully receive or integrate the incoming energies. Creating a sacred space at home can greatly enhance your readiness. You might select a quiet corner and adorn it with crystals known for their high-frequency vibrations: amethyst, clear quartz, selenite. Diffuse essential oils like frankincense, myrrh, or lavender. These have been revered for centuries for their spiritually uplifting properties. Play soft music at frequencies like 432 Hz or 963 Hz to help entrain your brainwaves to more harmonized states. Light a candle to symbolize your inner flame, your conscious intent to hold the Atlantean resonance. Perform a short ritual of smudging with sage or Palo Santo to clear any stagnant energies from the space. As you do this, affirm that you are creating a sanctuary where your body, mind, and spirit can safely absorb and integrate higher frequencies. We're about 2 weeks out from April 9th, so let's talk schedule and action plan. From now until about 3 days before the event, focus on preparation, cleaning up your diet, practicing daily meditation, gradually lengthening your sleep. The day before, on April 8th, we have that powerful solar eclipse. Try to spend time in quiet reflection. If possible, watch the eclipse safely, understanding it as an initiation of sorts. Darkness before the dawn. Use that day for the Grid Heartlink visualization, anchoring a strong intention for what you wish to receive or release. On April 9th itself, set aside at least 20 minutes of uninterrupted time. Some suggest doing this at 3:33 a.m. or 3:33 p.m. local time, as repeating digits can serve as a psychic amplifier, but ultimately the best time is whenever you can be fully present. Perform the Grid Heartlink with unwavering focus. Let your chest fill with the planet's heartbeat. If you do this in a group, even online with friends around the world, the effect is magnified. Then remain open. Journal any impressions, dreams, or synchronicities that come up. Over the next 3 days, you'll likely notice changes in how you perceive others and how they perceive you. From day 4 onward, around April 13th, begin integrating. Return to your daily routines, but stay conscious of new insights. You might feel urges to shift careers, relationships, or even move geographically. Give yourself permission to follow these nudges. And now, let's address some common questions. One query I hear a lot is, couldn't this just be wishful thinking? Let's answer that. According to BRC's data, nearly 79.2% of participants in a 2024 pilot study reported measurable changes in heart rate variability and emotional well-being after intentionally meditating on Earth's frequencies. That's not mere coincidence. Another question is, what if I don't feel anything on April 9th? The answer: everyone's journey is unique. You might sense it before or even after that exact date. The energies don't just vanish at midnight, they taper in and out. Another big one. Do I need to believe in Atlantis for this to work? Absolutely not. This is about planetary frequencies and the intangible webs connecting us all. Atlantis is just one lens, albeit a potent one, for viewing a global energetic phenomenon. Lastly, some ask, is this dangerous? Typically, no. You might feel side effects like detox symptoms or emotional turbulence, but with proper self-care, these should ease. If in doubt, consult your healthcare provider. But remember that spiritual shifts often manifest in physical ways that standard medicine can't always explain. All right, now for a brief special revelation. Quietly, behind closed doors, multiple organizations, ranging from oceanographic institutes to certain spiritual societies, have been monitoring undersea pulses that appear artificially generated. One of these pulses, registered last year, followed a perfect golden ratio sequence for 4 straight hours. This is something that simply doesn't occur in natural seismographic data. It strongly indicates advanced technology or an intentional energetic release. That's not a rumor, it's documented, but you won't see it headlining major news outlets. The data is hush-hush, shared among only a few who know how to interpret it. And guess what? That pulse was a precursor. Those in the know realize April 9th is the full activation. Because of the importance of holding a calm, centered mind, I'd like to guide you through a brief meditation right now. Close your eyes if you can. Breathe in slowly, letting your belly expand. Exhale gently, releasing tension in your jaw, shoulders, and belly. Picture a grand ocean beneath which lie massive crystals, each one pulsing like a heartbeat. Thump, 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 in perfect resonance. Now imagine a column of light descending from above your head, traveling through your spine, down through your legs, and anchoring you to the Earth's core. Inhale, drawing Earth energy up that column into your heart. Exhale, sending love and gratitude back down into the Earth. Feel yourself becoming a conduit between cosmic energy above and planetary energy below. Linger in this space. Sense your heart glowing, its radiance expanding to fill your aura, your room, your city, and even the oceanic depths where the Atlantean crystals stir. Whisper or think, I connect, I remember, I awaken. Let that be your affirmation. When you open your eyes, carry that calm yet electrified sensation with you, trusting that you are part of this grand dance. In a sense, we are stepping across a threshold into a new reality. And there's a sense of urgency here, yes, but it's not about fear-mongering. It's about harnessing an opportunity that might not come again for many years, perhaps even decades. If we collectively anchor this energy, we can expedite the shift toward a more harmonious world, one in which authentic connections flourish, where soulmates find each other effortlessly, and where entire communities revolve around shared purpose and higher love. The alternative? Missing out on an extraordinary chance to elevate ourselves and our society. Let's recap the essentials. First, understand that the Atlantean grid reactivation is real, backed by spiritual traditions, scientific anomalies, and personal testimonies. Second, the date to watch is April 9th, although energies start building around April 8th with the solar eclipse. Third, be prepared physically by detoxing, staying hydrated, and grounding in nature. Fourth, cultivate a clear emotional body through meditation, journaling, and conscious release of negative patterns. Fifth, create a sacred space and incorporate daily rituals that align you with higher frequencies. And sixth, engage actively on the key days, especially on April 9th, using the Grid Heartlink visualization or similar methods to anchor and amplify the energy. Should you heed this call, the benefits are staggering. Many report accelerated manifestation abilities. Others find the missing pieces to personal or spiritual puzzles they've wrestled with for years, and of course, the highlight: forging or strengthening connections with soulmates and like-minded souls. Imagine a future where you no longer wander alone, but walk side by side with those who truly see you, accept you, and are ready to create something remarkable alongside you. That's the gift of the Atlantean grid reactivation, a stepping stone toward an evolving Earth where we collectively vibrate at a higher frequency. The seeds of a new society are being sown. Perhaps you've already sensed it, a wave of people embracing compassion, sustainability, and spiritual insight. This grid reactivation can serve as the energetic catalyst for that wave, a cosmic spark that accelerates our transition from the old reality to a more enlightened 5D-like existence. And don't think it ends on April 9th. In the weeks and months that follow, we'll see more signs. More undersea anomalies might be reported, possibly fleetingly, on smaller news sites or in leaked scientific papers. More personal breakthroughs will occur as if out of nowhere. By June or July, we could be witnessing entire communities forming around these newly awakened energies. People who once felt isolated might find themselves in groups dedicated to furthering humanity's collective evolution. This is your future if you choose to seize it. Here's what you can do right now. Subscribe or follow this channel for upcoming updates. Amara Gray Feather will be releasing additional instructions, especially if new data emerges from the Atlantic Ridge sensors. Join an online group or local circle of like-minded people preparing for the reactivation. Even if you can't find one locally, start one. Share your experiences, hold group meditations, and track your synchronicities. Remember, none of us have to navigate this alone. Our strength magnifies exponentially when we unite our intentions. Lastly, ask yourself this question. What if everything I've felt stirring in my soul, my longing for deeper connections, my sense that I came here for a higher purpose, is pointing to this moment? Sit with that. Let it move you, because you've arrived at a threshold and the door is open. Will you walk through it? If all of this resonates, you are being called. A once dormant Atlantean grid is about to roar back to life, broadcasting a frequency that will reshape how we love, how we commune, and how we co-create our shared destiny on Earth. The window is small, the implications vast. Don't wait until the night of April 9th, 2025 to decide you're curious. Prepare now. Let go of anything holding you back. Step into alignment with this cosmic wave. Your soulmates, your kindred spirits, they're waiting for you on the other side, magnetized by the unstoppable Atlantean energies. And together, we can usher in a new era of awakened living, guided by the wisdom of an ancient past, but boldly forged in our present. Take a deep breath. Feel that electric hum in your heart. You have everything you need. Now, rise and meet your destiny under the resurgent Atlantean tide. The time is now. The energy is real. And the call is yours to answer. That is our rallying cry, our collective horizon. Let it reverberate across your consciousness and ripple out into the world. Because when the crystals awaken beneath the ocean floor, they awaken something just as powerful within you. Embrace it, share it, and become it. The countdown has begun. Are you ready?